With the ever expanding amount of information we have access to these days, data visualization has become a really important area of design. Lots goes into that, and there are tools to help you visualize that information. I often give an assignment for my class where they would have to design a poster, in some ways doing DataViz to communicate some area of their life. So they're quantifying some aspect of it. It might be the amount of the music they listen to, how they spend their time during the day, something like that. And that's the exercise that I'll discuss here. So we might want to start, I'll just use music as an example. We would want to start just getting that information down, if we can quantify that at all. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to say music, and then hours. Hours, what? Hours per week, let's just say. And maybe we want to just, yeah, okay. So I listen to a lot of jazz, so I'm going to put that in there. I listen to, what else? World music. I listen to EDM, sometimes in the background when I'm working, and classical, not so much, but occasionally, depending on the piece. So let's just say jazz, I listen to 6 hours. World music, I listen to 3 hours. EDM, I listen to 2 hours. And let's just say classical, I listen to 1 hour. All right. So now we've got to put this into a structure that's going to be able to communicate it effectively and quickly. So what can we do? Well, we could start with a bar chart that you guys all know well. So we could do that to help us. And here I'm going to put in the amount of hours. So this is 0. Let's divide this up this ways. 6 hours obviously is the most time that we've been spending listening to anything, so we'll start with that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, so. And let's lightly draw that in there, right? And then what kinds of music? So we've got our jazz here, we've got our world here, we've got EDM, and classical. Okay, and we know already that jazz is 6 hours, so we occupy that amount of space. World, we're listening to, what, 3? EDM is 2, and classical is 1. So very quickly, we get to see a comparison. That might be a little more effective in translating that amount of information to us. And of course, putting it into something compelling and interesting is a whole other aspect of this as well. There's a great site, there are many, but I like this one. Information is beautiful. And so they've got all sorts of compelling ways of presenting information. Some of it's interactive. Let's go to data breaches. So show up, here we go, Indonesia. And you can click on this stuff, I think, and it gives you more information, etc. All right, so check that out. So we could think about maybe it's a pie chart. So our weeks comparison might be more interesting in this particular shape. I've conveniently done these so that it adds up to 12, which is anything that easily divides in 360 is what you want, of course, right? And so that means that we got 3, 3, 3, 3, and that's half. This is 12 hours. And the calculation, by the way, is whatever angle you find within here, and you divide it by 360 and then multiply it by 100. So the calculation is you find the angle and you run those numbers into this. So obviously if this were 90 degrees, which it is right here, we'd divide that by 360 and we'd multiply it by 100 to get our correct proportions. Okay. So, and we've got 3 hours as EDM, world music, different color. And then the last 3 are, we divide this up nicely into 3. And so obviously this is going to be our EDM, and this will be our classical. All right, and that's a quick way of just going, oh, what do I spend most of my, listening time to? All right. Let's just talk about a few other structures. One, of course, would be a comparison map, and that looks like this. And you may know this quite well if you've been in our program. We've got features here. And we'll have our companies. This is us. We're a startup. And these other 2 are them. Them 1 and them 2. And here are the features. All right, so we've got feature 1. We have, adjust this a little bit. Not very accurate. Then them 2. Okay. All right, so here's feature 1. Here's feature 2. Here's feature 3. Here's feature 4. And here's feature 5. And us, we're great. Our company covers all these different features. This company is pretty good, but they're not quite as good as we are. And this company is really not so good. And we look great because we have covered all of these features. That's what makes us more sellable than the other company. All right. We've got a line chart, so we can go, we could think about what are the stocks doing. And we've got years. Maybe we do a number of years here. I'm just going to randomly. So we'll go, let's say this is 2024, 23, 22, 21, 20, and 19. Right? So these are the years. And this is the x-axis, by the way. X-axis is the horizontal one, and then the y-axis is our vertical. And this would be our price index of some sort. 1, 2, 3, 5, and once again, it's a grid. But we can follow the stocks of, say, Exxon and Apple. And here's how their stocks have been performing. Sorry, let me put that over here. Apple and Exxon. And this is our price. And here's how it's been either going up or down. This is going to be Apple. And I'm going to put that in a particular color so I can really see the different years of how the prices on the stock market has moved up. And then Exxon, which maybe starts at the same point, but then crosses paths. And all right, and so those can be easily looked at and compared. And it's a really helpful structure for something like that. All right, and then there's scatter plots and a number of other many structures. So do your homework, think about the information that you want to convey, and then think about the structure that is best going to be served with this. Once you get this done, like this, the structure set up, now you can make it interesting. Now we could put, let's say, different CD, jazz CDs on here. You know, the musical equivalent of whatever that might be, and then what's the EDM, etc. So there's many different ways to make it interesting and compelling. Enjoy the process.